Welcome back to the Box2Box podcast.
This is episode number 4. Yes, our actual episode number 4. And this week we talk about if Manchester City win the Premier League, where do they rank all time?
And is Mbappe's time at PSG a failure?
And some smaller topics, Aston Villa, Bologna, see it here on the Box2Box podcast.
Let's go.
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry. If we don't compete with City, this is a failure of a season. You've heard
Okay,
it here
so
first.
I can already tell you, I'll tell you in advance, you failed.
I'm going to take a central midfielder, Federico Valverde.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's
He has
crazy.
been the worst midfielder for Real Madrid this season.
That's
by
like saying,
far.
That's like saying Neymar was the worst player in MSN.
Episode 4 is here, and yes, I'm well aware we said episode 4 on episode 3. This is actually episode 4. Or maybe is this episode 3 now?
3.5.
Oh, that's possible. Because it's possible that we went back. Now we're back to episode 3.
Yeah.
It's going backwards?
Yeah, but next week's 5, so we're going to correct ourselves next week.
There you go.
Regardless, it's another Box2Box week.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're here.
It's been like a week and a half since our last episode. So
Yeah.
Firms just got back from Italy.
I did.
How was that, Firms?
It's pretty good. You know, I went back to the motherland, saw some friends, family. I got to see,
What was the top city first?
well, Rome, obviously.
Okay.
I'm from Rome. For those
Oh,
who
that's
don't
like
know.
saying,
Yeah.
I'm a Madridista. I think Madrid's the best city in Spain.
I'm a
Madrid.
Barcelona fan, but I think Barcelona is the best team.
I'm not biased, though.
But you were speaking about Barcelona as if it's like goated.
Bro. I know you went to Madrid. That's my next stop. But Barcelona, what a city.
I've been to both.
Yeah.
I only went to Madrid once, but I went to Barcelona multiple times.
What's better?
I have to say Barcelona is a more enjoyable city as a young person. Like
Okay.
if you're wondering, if you want to go live somewhere, I'd say Madrid, and I think Varver can vouch for that.
Madrid was insane. I
Bro,
can't even...
it's so clean. The architecture is beautiful. The culture is awesome. The food is awesome and cheap. It's just like, I can only say good things about Madrid.
Yeah.
I was telling them, I find it crazy how there's a city that has the beach, the mountain, and a beautiful center.
See, that's where Barcelona is just like a, okay, this is going to be a very weird comparison, but if the countries were shapes,
Okay.
Barcelona would be the circle of Spain and Madrid would be the square of Spain.
Do you understand what was just said?
I'm not an engineering pilot.
No,
because-
okay. Give us the rundown.
So Madrid is very like linear, like everything is clean, it's proper. It's like, it reminds me more of like Asian culture than
Spanish.
like Spanish culture. Madrid is like, even just with the architecture, the art, like Gaudi art, Park Güell or Güell, I don't know how you say it, but everything is more like curvy and you see it in all the culture. It's very like, the Catalan is very different culture.
I
from
kind of
Spanish.
get it. I kind of get it.
I
'Cause
still
it's
don't understand. I'm kind
Barcelona, like you could say Madrid is like more, like Barcelona was exotic. I've
Yeah,
never seen something like
exotic.
I've never been to Barca, so I can't speak. But what you're saying about Madrid is correct. Madrid kind of reminded me of like, I would say like Paris, but Spanish Paris. Like
See, the problem is we haven't been to all these. I haven't been to Paris, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's like the architecture was just so beautiful. Europe just smokes. I don't know. Europe smokes North America.
We gotta
Easy to say
go
that
there
though.
more often.
Easy to say that when you're not living there. I'm sure there's a lot of different issues that they face
Yeah.
when they're living there.
Like
But-
there must be a reason why Europeans always say, "Oh, we want to move to North America," and then there's reasons why North Americans say, "I
yeah,
want to move to Europe."
but we don't actually move though.
Yeah,
They actually move to Canada. We don't move to Europe.
I find the narrative is changing though. I find
I agree.
Europeans.
Why you think people are moving back?
Well, there's just Europeans don't want to leave anymore. Like they're seeing as North America this scary place nowadays.
It is
I don't
looking
know.
scary.
Some parts of it.
It's not that people are scary or it's not that government's scary. It's like the lifestyle that you get dragged into
Yeah.
could be scary. Like
Yeah.
you want to see yourself working a 9 to 5 and like just like, oh, then I go to the gym after and then like I just go to bed and then I wake up and do the same thing the next
Yeah.
day. You know, like
Like
Yeah.
that TikTok.
that's scary. That's scarier than a guy like just
turning
threatening
into
you.
a 9 to 5 NPC kind of.
Yeah.
like a bit.
Anyway, we were talking about Barca. Barca leading me to Messi.
oh,
Your boy got to see Messi for the
yeah,
first time of his
I kinda
life.
forgot that happened.
what do you mean, bro? The brother was in our city.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Pala got to see him.
Yeah,
which
like-
was nuts.
Varvar, I'm gonna send you the video. Insert video here. This is how close I was to Lionel Messi.
Yeah,
like-
that was pretty close. When you sent me the video, I was like, wow, that's actually like.
There should be a bar like, were you close to someone? Were you able to throw a rock and hit them? Like I was that close to Messi.
You didn't tell him anything.
I
Like,
could
Yo,
no,
Messi,
no,
come here.
bro. I like
Follow
in,
Box2Box.
in full clarity, bro. I got emotional when I saw Messi for the first time because it's someone I've been talking about, watching, like idolizing for my entire life. and this little midget is just running around the field that I've been watching my whole life.
Nuts, bro. It's the best player ever, and he's in front of you. How, like that's insane vibes.
Best player ever, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, you have to see the jersey I'm
Oh
wearing.
yeah, Pala. Last week, if you guys saw the episode, Pala lost a bet because we're recording this right after 2-0 Manchester City.
And he's currently undressing because he might be wearing a Ronaldo jersey.
Man United kit. I still don't need to wear an Arsenal kit. We have won. We have won.
Brother, this is
I have a
sight.
scarf and a jersey next to me. United!
Brother's in the
Clip
Man
that.
United corner.
Clip that, please.
Bro, I'm a man of my word, so I'm fulfilling the bet that I lost. But don't worry, that was the first bet of the podcast, and that was on episode 2.
Three.
What was the episode?
Three. Two,
It
technically.
was 3. So there's gonna be more bets, and I'm
Already
gonna
lost count.
I'm getting Vavra naked by episode 10.
I think Dortmund fans might be getting him naked.
Look.
Oh yeah, we
And
have
in
to
yellow.
clarify that.
Yeah.
Someone send us the clip, but I'm pretty sure I remember. These were the two things that I remember saying. If we got a Dortmund Bayern CL final, I would dye my hair pink, like Antoine Griezmann style. That I remember saying. The Dortmund, we need some clarity over this because I remember saying Dortmund winning the Champions League, I have to dye my hair yellow.
I don't remember that.
'Cause you were okay. I've heard you say 3 times though. I've heard you say 3 times. So that's the thing. There might be a conflict. You might have said CL final and then CL win at different points. 'Cause I remember you saying it on TikTok as well.
My
Yeah.
agendas are starting to agenda.
Yeah,
They're crossing paths.
And look, you guys let us know. We were debating on, and this is why I remember doing this. We were debating on doing, if you guys want to see this, a live match watch along for the CL final, Dortmund against Real Madrid. And if we lose, I'll do the hair dyeing. If
Live.
we lose, Real Madrid.
Yeah, live.
Live on air. I already called my barber. He's ready to do it. So if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments. We'll do it live on air.
That would be an insane watch along.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, because look, I'm a man of my word. I kind of remember saying if Dortmund win, so I'll do it if Dortmund win.
As long as you keep your promise,
Yeah.
I'm sure Dortmund fans will
And
be happy.
I don't know.
Yellow
you know
is
what
bad.
though? If they find the clip of you saying if they make the final, I'm
Then I'll
sorry,
do
you
it
gotta
during
do
the
it.
CL final.
Yeah,
then.
you
what
gotta
what
do
are we
it.
doing in that case?
You have to pull
I'll
up to
do
the
it
final.
during the CL final.
No, you gotta pull up to the final with the Dortmund logo
Yeah.
etched in your head.
Where's this Dortmund logo coming from? I didn't say that.
No, I said that.
I
Just
said
for,
yellow.
just for lying and not keeping your promise.
And you know what sucks about yellow? I'm not doing like platinum yellow. I'm doing like yellow.
It's not that drippy platinum.
Yeah, like
haircut that
the
you
David
see.
Beckham.
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
no,
actually yellow.
Because you have brown hair, it's gonna turn blonde, the yellow. So you might look drippy.
Maybe with the sun too.
Brother, okay, so us three, actually, all 3 of us, we got invited to a certain a party in the near future where we have to wear linen. Is it linen?
Linen, yeah.
So the guys are wearing linen.
The CL finals before that? No, it's not. It's not. Okay, we're good.
No, it's after that.
It's after the CL final?
No, it's
No, it's before.
yeah, it's before.
Yeah, okay, thank God. I don't need
'cause
to get my hair done
I was
before
gonna say
that.
Vavra's pulling up to a party with full linen and then blonde hair.
He would have put his linen shirt and a Borussia Dortmund kit under.
Yeah. And it's so funny, you got. I don't know why. Whenever I put on that Borussia Dortmund kit, it turns me into the biggest hater of all time.
Millie has done that with the Liverpool shirt.
Oh yeah, he's ripped. He's ripped Liverpool wearing that jersey.
So we could get started.
Yeah, no rap this week. We're taking a break from rap.
Yeah, no rap.
They don't wanna hear it
don't-
anymore.
Honestly, the Kendrick Drake story didn't really evolve. Drake's still winning. Whatever. You can comment whatever you want in the
I
comments.
actually changed my opinion, but
Yeah, I agree.
I think Drake lost.
Yeah, I agree too.
Whatever. We're not going to discuss it this week. Premier League title race. There's no other place to start than the Premier League title race. This is recorded right after Manchester City Spurs.
Yep.
What a game, by the way. I just have to say, Spurs actually did put up a decent fight.
Yeah, you know what? For playing a second leg of the season City that wants to win and it's motivated to win a title, Spurs put up they went head to head with City, lost. Really, the game got finished after the penalty, but before that, there was multiple chances where I thought they were going to equalize. Son on that breakaway.
Yeah. Oh my God. How does it? You have to finish that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Son is one of the most overrated players in Prem history.
I disagree, bro. I disagree because he has the goals. He's done that past seasons. He has 25 goals in the past 3 seasons.
What's stopping him from being like a Marcus Rashford? Like Without Harry Kane, he really is not like that good.
He was never playing at best club of the league.
Some of those years, I would argue, the Leicester year, I would argue that they were the best team in the league.
And what was Son doing that season?
He was good, but
Outstanding.
Harry Kane was better.
You can't be comparing teammates because we have many examples why that doesn't work. But in his own regard, I think Son, without exotic tax, because it has to be said, him being South Korean added a little bit of flair that like made him a much more interesting player. Because if he was just British, he'd be like
Anthony Gordon.
No. Okay, what? What?
No, but he'd be a Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's pretty good.
Very good. In my mind, very good. But he's just not Marcus Rashford.
Him being Korean made it so that we never saw him in major tournaments. And also, he never got overhyped as a youngster. So we just allowed ourselves to see the version of Son throughout his career, which leads people like Barbara to think that he's been okay. He's been good his whole career.
He's been severely carried by. There was a stat like I remember a couple of years ago, like 80% or 70% of his goals were assisted by.
Oh, you made that up. I remember because we were literally debating it all on the show, and you made that stat.
I remember seeing it.
Don't spread the false propaganda.
I'm not. Someone in the comments is gonna find it,
bro. That's so long ago.
But so what that Harry Kane was assisting him? So what? He scored the goals. He was a golden boot winner.
Suarez, we are now revoking all your Barcelona goals.
Yeah. No, because when in Liverpool, Suarez showed he's bigger than. Look at the players he was playing with at Liverpool. Like they're all scrubs.
You know what? Go check his Liverpool stats.
Well, insane.
They are very Jamie Vardy-esque.
No,
that's pretty good though.
They're very Jamie Vardy-esque.
Don't compare.
No, but they are.
The brother scored like 35 goals or 40 goals a season for Liverpool.
Okay, that's cap.
No.
Next time you go on a long rant,
I'm not saying just in the Prem. I'm saying in all comps.
But I don't understand this thing. So Suarez was playing with scrubs at Liverpool, but Son's playing with great players. I find the team is not ready yet. They don't have amazing players right now. So I don't know.
All this hype for Ange Ball at the beginning of the season, but now they're not playing with great players.
Well, Ange is a great coach.
Where's this for Manchester United?
Ange is a great coach. We saw them against Man City.
Is
the way
Ange
they were moving the
that good
ball.
Of a coach, bro?
I love him. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's good for Spurs, but for a team with ambition, I don't think he's that good.
He's the
give
perfect
Ange
manager.
a good team though, because this is a bro. I look at this lineup for Spurs, and it's been like this for a while. Honestly, for Spurs, it ain't that good.
That's what I'm saying.
You're competing versus like the Premier League. You're not competing versus a league that doesn't have cash to spend.
We saw right when Kulusevski came in, he kind of changed the game. I find he started linking up the players more. He gave Son a couple of chances. There's a quality issue at Spurs, unfortunately.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think the team was good enough to make top 4 this year, and he just didn't.
Oh, he's fifth though.
Yeah, but exactly.
But
not
that's
top 4.
People. You're changing coach. You're changing a lot of the players. People doubted that they would even make top 4.
Oh, I agree. Beginning of the season, I didn't have them in top 4. But I didn't. No, I don't think any of us had them in top 4.
Yeah. What we're gonna actually review that soon.
I probably had them 7th or 6th. That's what I probably had.
We need like a Jamie. We need like a Jamie from the Joe Rogan podcast.
Exactly.
Like just a guy that's just
Millie,
sitting there.
Pull up the stats.
Frankie, stats.
Frankie's Millie's dog.
He's sitting behind the
CBO, Chief Barking Officer.
But let's get to Manchester City, okay? So it's looking, barring a West Ham result, it's looking like we're about to get a 4-peat from Manchester City.
Up the irons.
Yeah.
No, don't up the irons. I hope Manchester City win because I can't bear Arsenal winning.
That you're not a fan of the sport, but we've already discussed this in length.
Manchester City, if they get the 4-peat, where does that put them in terms of 1, English teams, and 2, just teams all time?
English teams? I don't know enough about like old teams, but
1980s on, 1990s on.
I'd say this puts them in a conversation with Fergie's United.
Easily.
Wait, Fergie's entire United spell or like one team?
Pick one team.
And wait, are we considering European football?
Yeah.
The best English team ever?
Yeah, you're right. The Fergie treble.
No, Man City. This past 4-peat Man City is the best English team ever. Won the treble.
I disagree.
Back to back.
Bro, where's the comp?
The treble United side?
Liverpool haven't been there for 2 seasons.
Treble United.
No.
side.
I'm saying where's the competition that City have had?
Oh,
right now?
in the last 2 seasons.
No, they had comp, but it was only one team every single year.
They always had one team to beat.
Yeah.
They beat them, but they've also outspent them, and you can say the same about Fergie, but that's a more macro thing. That
Arsenal, that's a myth. First of all, Arsenal have spent so much money. That's such
not
a,
even close.
that's such
Not
cap.
even close.
Such cap. That's such cap.
Bro, that's not cap. I want to put. I wish this is why I really need to be able to pull up stats. Pep has spent in his tenure.
He's been there for almost a decade.
And I want to say he's probably spent 10 times more than Arteta.
No, 10 times more. No.
Like index to the years he spent them in the market, he spent insane amounts more.
I honestly think in net spend, Arsenal's like top 4 or 5 in the world in the last like couple of years.
I don't think so. Anyway, we're not here to spew hearsay, but
there was Pep got in an interview and he was saying, did you see that interview? He's saying, Arsenal spent just as much as us. Chelsea spent just as much of us.
Chelsea spent more than them.
Yeah, probably.
Man United spent more than
He
them.
mentioned even Man United.
Yeah.
And he's like, where are these teams?
Liverpool is the team that actually spend less. That's the team that I could say actually spend less.
You got to respect Liverpool.
But they work smart. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
That's who Manchester United need to work like. But whatever, that's a whole other discussion. This 4-peat side, it's good. It's great. It's definitely top 3 in my mind. It's that Jose Mourinho Chelsea,
Sure.
treble Man United, and 4-peat City. I think Invincibles is the most overrated achievement ever in the
I
sport,
agree.
to be honest.
Pala's going to attack you soon.
no, I mean whatever.
Those 3 stand out to me just off the fact that we're never going to see a defensive record like that Jose Mourinho team.
That was nuts.
And the treble Man United were the first to do it in a more like competitive Premier League.
And you're never gonna see the Invincibles ever again. You're gonna see trebles all the time. You're never gonna.
You guys got like 11 draws, 12 draws.
bro. And you're looking at Bayer Leverkusen this season, which did it in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, but they didn't get 11 draws.
Brother, they did it in the Bundesliga.
They wouldn't have won the league actually if they got like 11 draws.
Bro, they did it in the Bundesliga.
They're also undefeated in 3 comps.
You are never
Arsenal
gonna
wasn't.
see a Premier League undefeated season ever in your lifetime.
Okay. I'll keep your word on that.
You won't. You just won't.
I completely disagree because
Bro,
we almost saw it once. Liverpool almost did it. Man City
and ended
almost
up with
did
3
it.
losses.
Okay, but the last 2 losses were like scaff. Like
Yeah,
they were
well,
nothing.
Scaff. Well, Arsenal had already won the league and they still decided to go undefeated in the Prem. Scaff or not, they did it.
But Varva, what makes Man City side worse than the treble winning Man United one?
Just in the fashion. Look, go player for player.
This brother's skating right now. I can just tell.
No, the treble side for United is filled with legends in every single position.
I would argue Man City. Look, the legend status there at Man United were probably better, but Man City has legends.
They do. They have some current legends that are currently playing, like Erling Haaland, KDB.
Well,
Phil Foden.
KDB is a Prem legend. You got Walker, who I'd say is the best English right back ever. They have a good team. Bernardo Silva, icon of the sport. Like, come on. It's a good team. That.
Bernardo Silva, icon of the sport.
Bro, he's up there. Treble
If Marco
winner.
Verratti is not an icon of the sport, then Bernardo Silva ain't.
Where's-
It's an interesting tweet I'm looking at right now. Actually, I was just looking for the lineup, like the 1999. It was 1999, right? The treble winning side, and I'm looking at a combined 11 of the current Man City team with the old 1999 Manchester United. The only players from City are Haaland, De Bruyne, Walker, and Diaz.
And Ruben Diaz should be in there, but whatever.
Yeah, but okay, look.
That's one of the most. I say this all the time. So overrated. Even during the Spurs game, the brother was not good.
No, he wasn't.
I never understand how someone watches Ruben Diaz and say, yeah, that lad had an 8 out of 10 game, 9 out of 10 game. What a
Bro,
good
and okay, but he's better than Johnson.
Huh?
He's better than Johnson.
No, he's not.
He is better than Johnson.
No, he's not.
Bro, Johnson is Johnson was
Janssen. Say his name correctly, first of all.
Was he Swedish?
But no, he was Norway, I'm pretty sure.
He was Norway. He was Norway.
He is Norway.
Bro, you're Canada.
How do you
Norwegian.
Oh, Norwegian.
Bro, he's the modern. No, he was actually Young is the modern day Janssen.
Do you even know what Janssen plays? This brother's speaking as if he actually knows who Janssen is.
Brother, I got the kid on. This is literally
that's
2008, bro.
Yeah,
I've been a United fan.
Yeah, for sure. Janssen plays nothing like.
Bro,
Ashley.
Neville sucks.
Yeah, Neville sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Neville Scaff, like in the grand scheme of football.
Walker better.
the fact that City
You
never,
just don't know who players like Dennis Irwin are. Just admit it.
But brother,
bro, it's only because City never had a good left back.
Dennis Irwin is considered a top 3 Premier League left back of all time.
Premier League, that's SCAF history.
Okay, but it's better than whatever City got. Guardiola? Well, he wasn't there last year, but
what is Guardiola doing in these conversations? First of all, bro, this Man City side, having won the league 4 times in a row and a treble, should put them best team ever for English teams.
I will respectfully disagree.
Actually, I like that firm. I don't mind that.
Bro,
I'm tending more towards forget conversation with that side, best side of English football.
Okay, but realistically, the conversation is just those 2 teams. It starts in Manchester, and then below that is London teams.
I agree with that.
But question needs to be asked, because now Pep is kind of creeping up on it. At what point do we say he's better than Sir Alex?
He's already better.
Yeah.
He's already much better. I'm sorry.
Actually, no.
No!
Ferguson never touched Pep's prime tactical status.
Okay, so you're looking at
As
it
a manager, as a tactical manager.
Yes.
As a man manager, I'd say Ferguson is still.
Yeah, but I would honestly argue that man management is more important than the tactical.
Sometimes
it's tough to say, and that's
For longevity.
and that's taxed because of the recent success of Ancelotti.
Yeah.
Tactical can get you 1 or 2 years of dominance. Man management can get you 20.
Yeah, because look at Ferguson. He was able to make players never want to leave and want to die for him on the pitch.
Yeah, and
that's
then
why
as
Fergie
soon
time
as he
existed.
left, all these players that you thought were serviceable players ended up being bumps.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's gonna happen to Pep as well.
100%. You're gonna see players like Ruben Diaz fall off a cliff as soon as Pep leaves.
But we're talking as if Pep didn't have that man management. Pep still has elite man management.
Elite man management, but
Players love to play for Pep if Pep likes them.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think puts Ferguson on top of Pep?
Nothing.
longevity. I mean,
What do you mean?
Longevity.
look at all the prems that this guy has won.
Yeah, but where else has he what else has he done in his career?
But he won a Champions League with Aberdeen. I don't know. Is that not an incredible achievement?
What about winning one with Barcelona?
What about winning?
Aberdeen, bro.
Brother.
We speak about Jose Mourinho winning one with Porto. Winning the Champions League with Aberdeen is more impressive
was
than
that?
winning with 1980 something.
I don't know the state of football in 1987.
Okay, yeah, sure. Aberdeen were not good. They were not good when he joined.
I didn't know this. I don't know much about
Bro's
Aberdeen,
putting
bro.
you on the spot. But Pep has 2 trebles.
Okay, he won. Okay, he was one. First of all, he has like a sextuple also.
Exactly.
But whatever. Sir Alex won a treble, and
Man United, yeah.
and you're forgetting like how many Premier Leagues he's won. It's the sustained success over such a large period that pushes him over Pep still. And we're not even gonna. You don't want to talk about the CL with Aberdeen, but that's one of the biggest achievements in all of football history.
Okay.
But nobody talks about it.
Because people like Pala don't respect it.
Well, yeah. Bro, Arsene Wenger is a better manager than Ferguson.
Yeah.
Based
Okay,
on
no, that's so stupid.
Bro, I can actually have a debate about. We're not going to do this today. This might be a whole episode.
Might
I
have.
will bring you every single stat. Arsene Wenger, stats included, is a better manager than. Sorry,
You might be the only Arsenal fan who actually believes that also.
Bro, good for me. Yippee for me. Because stats wise, spending wise, bro. Anyway, let's move on.
So there's Man City. There's also Arsenal in this title race. Manchester United, Arsenal. Even though I feel like Manchester United should have gotten a result there, maybe a bit. But how'd you guys find the game?
I think it was the same. It was a very similar game to the Spurs City game.
Yeah.
Spurs put up a fight. United put up a fight.
Mm-hmm.
It was much less of a fight for you guys. It's the same reoccurring problems. You guys didn't have players. You guys just didn't have players.
Look at those center backs.
It's crazy.
Casemiro, Johnny Evans. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy.
Yeah.
What's crazy though is that Man United actually played good.
Yeah.
They were possessing the ball. They were passing
Honestly,
it around.
I think Arsenal just let us possess the ball.
Because it was. We can still say it was a convincing win by Arsenal.
Of course.
I wouldn't say convincing, but it's like it was never a point where you'd be like, oh, they should have scored there.
Yeah.
I think it was also Arsenal's worst game this season. Like
No.
the way they were. Yeah, definitely.
Bro, you haven't seen some bad Arsenal games.
Bayern Munich.
No, that wasn't a bad game. That was one of our better games.
that.
No,
No, that was one of our better games.
You guys got outclassed by Bayern, but whatever.
Yes, but we got outclassed.
Yeah.
We still played well. Bro, losing to what? Aston Villa? That's you who should not be losing.
You
to
guys
Aston
didn't
Villa.
even score against Aston Villa this season.
That's true.
That's
I
bad.
forgot about that one. But against Man United, still, like, I find there wasn't much happening for Arsenal. Like, I was expecting a little bit more. You know, Casemiro, center back, is just, how is this guy even holding down the fort?
Listen, it's been a long season. I think the players like it's also like as a player, you're a passenger you're a passenger in the car. Like it's in Man City's hands to fumble it. So all you can do is just win your games. You just win out and hope that something comes out of the Spurs game, and it's your rival. So like you already don't have hope there. And then West Ham, like bro, we're really gonna bet on West Ham. So like I would imagine that motivation is kind of low for Arsenal because like bro, it's
Well,
City.
the motivation should be as high as ever.
Do we all have City going into the last week? Into the last weekend of games? We all have City winning the
yeah,
title?
bro, it's West Ham.
Well, there's still, I think theoretically there's actually for some teams there's two games left. But
Yeah, well, they'll just tell Chelsea, as of recording, Chelsea Brighton is tomorrow.
yeah, but who I'm asking is who's winning the title?
City.
City, obviously.
Yeah.
And that begs the question, would you guys actually root for your rival if that meant, like for me personally, Spurs, like this is just an example for this weekend. Spurs fans were wanting to lose so that Arsenal didn't win the title.
I'm game for that.
I'm game for it too.
I'm game for it too.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
I witnessed it this season with Inter and Milan.
My most hated teams are Arsenal and Chelsea. If they said Man United could lose a worthless game, but that stops Chelsea or Arsenal from winning the Premier League, my
I'm all
brother,
for that.
take me down with you. I'm good. I'll sink the ship with you. I'll go down with you.
That's fair. I don't think I'm surprised. Like, I'd be surprised to hear someone with an opposing opinion.
There's been massive revolt from Arsenal fans and being like,
Yeah, but
and
it's from
Ange,
Arsenal
even
fans.
Ange,
It's from
well,
Arsenal.
Ange is never gonna come out in public
But
and
that's
say
it.
we want to
Even
lose.
the players
Yeah.
were all denying it. But obviously they're professionals. They're not
But
gonna say
Arsenal
we're gonna
fans are
lose.
mad at Spurs fans, like, oh, you guys want to lose, like, you guys aren't
rivalry.
serious and stuff like that. Like, bro, you would do the exact same thing
Well,
if Spurs were
I
winning.
could be wrong, but Ange did say, like, if you want us to lose, then you're not even a fan of the
Yeah.
sport. Like, if you just want your team to lose for that rival. He came out and said it, but now does he say that and then he goes tell his team, guys, just
No,
do whatever.
definitely not.
Guys, just do whatever you want out there. We don't care. It doesn't matter if we win or
But
lose.
is Spurs guaranteed? Like, Loki, they could make Champions League still, huh?
No,
No, they're
done
like
now.
6.
They're guaranteed.
Now they're
Yeah,
out.
now
for
they're
sure.
done.
Oh,
But
yeah,
they might not even make Europe now. If they lose,
Yeah, you're right.
chances are they're not.
Who they
but
playing?
they're playing Sheffield United. So chances are they will make Europe. But if they lose and Chelsea win their next 2 games,
Then-
they're not even making a European spot.
So you see, like, they should be winning these games, even though their
Yeah.
fans are against it. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, but it's a win-win. If you win, you win. If you lose,
Yeah, you win.
yeah, it's
like betting against your team.
Yeah.
It's like gambling and betting against your team. Oh, if you can wipe your tears with money bills, like if
yeah.
you really want to.
oh for sure.
And
One last
Bruno-
topic. Yeah, one last topic
We need to
for
speak about
United.
Bruno because Bruno, those links,
I
they're
saw
not
them.
they're not leaving. So
What for those who don't know, Bruno Fernandes, the rumors have begun of him leaving the team.
to either Saudi, Bayern Munich, or Inter.
Like, forget Inter. It's not
No,
happening.
me personally,
No,
if you were to leave,
Bro.
I would be game for Inter.
Of course, but he's not. How much is he worth?
How much would I take, or how much would a realistic figure?
What about his
how much?
contract? What's his
3
contract?
years left or 2 years left?
So exactly.
So I would
Give me
say
a figure where Inter would be paying that Man United. would
okay.
accept.
There's none.
So
but-
he's going to Saudi.
I would personally accept 100 million or 90 million.
That's ridiculous.
100 million?
What?
Brother, he's not even coming close to 100 million.
So how much would you offer?
bro, Saudi would pay 100 million.
How much would you, if you're Bayern Munich right now, how much would you offer?
65 million.
yeah.
I'm not taking that.
Okay, so then don't take it.
I'm not. What
You can keep it, bro.
But there's a point in Bruno's career where his legacy is in his hands now. He
I
needs to
agree.
leave
He
for a
should
better
leave.
legacy.
I think if we were just taking Bruno Fernandes's priorities and his career into account, he should leave Manchester United.
Of course.
Should have left 5 years ago, but
Well, he wasn't there 5 years ago. But if he took into account just like his career and legacy, he should leave. Because we're not going to be winning anything next year and we're not going to be winning anything, I assume, the year after that.
And for a couple of years.
I would say after next year and the year after, I think we should be in position to contend. But after that, he's already going to be 32. His contract ends before, let's say, our competing window starts. Who's to say that, like, he doesn't want to sign up for this 2-3 year
That's
thing?
what I'm saying. And that goes back to if Bayern offers you 60 million,
I'm not
Bruno's
taking
thinking
it.
about
But
it.
he's not a Bayern player.
But Bruno's thinking about it.
Still.
We're not thinking about it. So that's not the issue.
Yeah,
no,
but
it matters.
Oh, it matters.
The players' desires do matter in contracts.
I agree.
Because
But
he could just decide to not play next season. Like
wouldn't do
contractually,
that. He wouldn't do that.
He would have to play, but
I would agree for a player that seems to care less than Bruno. But Bruno is the club captain. Like, he's not going to sit out games.
listen, his play hasn't reassured the fact that he's passionate
disagree.
about the team.
I think this year he's actually been probably, I would say, maybe our only good player. Maybe.
Listen, also horrible captain. That
I
brother should
disagree.
not touch a captain
I
band with a
disagree.
10-foot pole.
I disagree. But
You know what this reminds me
I
of?
can respect your opinion.
You know what this reminds me of? Harry Kane moving to Bayern. It's the same
agree.
exact
He should. You're acting like I'm saying he shouldn't leave. He should leave. I think if it were up to just him and he didn't if you're not taking into account his loyalty to the club and love for the club, logically he should leave.
I will wear Manchester United pajamas for 1 week straight, and I'll take a picture of myself every night if Bruno Fernandes goes to Bayern Munich. He does not fit in that club. They already have enough creators in that club. What do you have? You have Sané, Musiala, and whoever else they're gonna get in the next 2-3 seasons. What do you need Bruno Fernandes for? Not to mention
Shipping Thomas Muller back to wherever he should be, like fourth.
Thomas Muller gets charity minutes.
Thomas Muller is done soon.
He doesn't get charity minutes.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
In Champions League football, he gets the last 10-15 minutes.
Okay, in Champions League football. But you play Musiala, you start playing Musiala a bit more out wide, and then Bruno Fernandes behind.
But
I don't like Musiala out wide. I think it wastes his talent.
you know what the issue is that I think Bruno doesn't even have clubs that want him, to be honest.
That's just, bro.
What
No, I
top
agree
team
with that.
wants
Bro, Firms,
Bruno?
just stop, please.
He's a good player, I'll give you that, but what team wants him?
Barcelona were heavily linked a couple
When?
of years ago.
They're not gonna spend that much
couple
money.
of seasons
Bro,
ago.
a couple of seasons ago when
Before
they're
his
spending
contract.
80 million on Rafinha and shit, yeah, they were interested.
There's a reason why they didn't pull the trigger though.
It's not because we were still in CL, and after that season we finished like second or third. Like, I don't understand.
It's Bruno.
I agree.
Bruno for 80
I
mil is
agree. Who wants
ridiculous.
Bruno? Who wants Bruno for that price?
You guys are disrespecting him so much when James Madison just went for like what, 50 mil?
That's a
50
fair
mil.
price.
That's a fair price.
Bruno Fernandes' levels clear of
No, he
Madison.
isn't.
It's like if I walk into Arsenal and say, yeah, give me Odegaard for 100 mil, you're rejecting it.
Odegaard's
Bruno
young.
Fernandes for 100 mil is like, I would argue like we should ask for more, but
What, bro?
Bro, what player do you watch? Do you watch the same Bruno Fernandes as us? This season? 'Cause
I
you're-
could argue you don't watch Bruno
But you gotta
Fernandes.
Bro, you're reminiscing on the old Bruno Fernandes.
No,
this season,
I'm
Bruno,
saying this season
This has been
he's
his
been
worst
our
season.
best, and he's been our best player.
That doesn't say much.
It's
And you
been
can
his
agree.
worst season, and he's still better than, let's say, James Madison and all these players.
He's not.
No.
Okay, whatever.
James Madison had a better season until he got injured
Okay, and then second half of the season he did shit all.
because he came off of an injury.
So for him, there's
Bruno-
excuses, but for Bruno, there's none.
Well, because
But
Bruno doesn't get injured. He actually doesn't. He actually missed
legit-
one game in his entire.
games.
Unfortunately,
two?
Bruno cannot use that excuse.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
but he plays injured. That's the difference.
Is he playing? Okay, that's just stupid. But is he?
He does.
He plays injured.
Wayne Rooney said this exact same thing. Players need to play with injuries. If you don't play with injuries, he used
yeah.
5-letter word starting with the letter P. So
Yeah. Okay. That's why that's why Rooney retired at the age.
that's
he
why
retired
Rooney's
at.
better than almost, I would argue, other than Zidane, every single player that Juventus has ever had. But whatever.
Okay.
That's an
Yeah.
arg-
Thierry Henry. But yeah, that's fine.
yeah, because you're claiming Thierry Henry, bro. Okay, please stop.
I don't
And
think you're
Rooney's
real.
better than
First of
Thierry
all,
Henry.
who's
Whatever.
talking about Juventus? Second of all, Wayne Rooney retired way like a guy like Hazard is more of a legend than Wayne Rooney. I'm sorry. That's biased on your part, bro.
Don't blow it up. Barbara, you're crazy for what you said for you.
Bro, Wayne Rooney.
Eden Hazard is better than Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney
so
is
Wayne,
the most
so wait,
culty legend of all time, bro.
So wait. Eden Hazard, who retired at 31 as a fat ass playing for Real Madrid,
Yes.
has
You
more of
got
a
him.
legacy.
You got him.
Has more of a legacy than Wayne Rooney.
I was comparing Wayne Rooney to another guy that retired early.
Yeah,
But
and
if
Wayne
you want-
Rooney started at 16 playing for Everton, and on his, I don't know if it was on his debut, but beat Arsenal's. He ended Arsenal's invincibles, bro. You realize you're talking
A
about
season later, yeah, a season later. But
Okay,
that's
whatever.
Fine.
But-
why didn't he do it while the Invincibles were happening?
because he was 16 at the time of scoring.
Oh well, that's not my problem.
He was 16.
That ain't my problem. A guy like Di Maria,
16.
a guy like Di Maria, retired with a better legacy than Wayne Rooney.
Okay. Just stop talking, bro.
We went from Bruno to Rooney. That's
Yeah, because he
He's
started
a
coming for
modern-day
Juve.
Rooney.
He started
your
coming
club
for
is in
Juve.
shambles,
No,
Barber.
I disagree. I completely disagree.
Bro, back to Bruno. You want to request over 100 million for a guy that had the worst career,
He's worth-
that had the worst season of his career, and worst season by a long shot. Because old Bruno was actually a demon. And bro, young,
Still
how many
is a
records?
demon.
How many records did he break as a young?
Still is a demon. But back when he was getting goals and assists, it was always like, oh, but he's not playing well. But now that he's not getting goals and assists, but still playing well, you're saying, oh, but you see, it's his worst season. I would argue it's not his worst season, bro.
What's his worst season?
The
At Man United?
season under Ralph Rangnick, he was worse, bro.
No, that's the team
I
was
don't-
just much more in shambles.
Yeah.
No, the team now is much more in shambles than it was back then.
Bro, listen, live in your fantasy that someone's gonna buy Bruno Fernandes for anything over 75, 80
But that's
million.
why it's never gonna happen. Because
So
that's what he's worth, and no one's gonna spend
So
that.
he's
if he's worth that, that's like saying, bro, I have a car, I have a a Honda that's worth 10,000, but no one's gonna buy for 10,000. But that means it's not worth 10,000. Because obviously it's worth less if no one wants it at 100 million.
factos.
That's so stupid, but whatever. It's like but it's like saying Lionel Messi. If someone wanted to buy Lionel Messi, like they're not spending more than like I would say 40 million, 30 million, but he's worth more than that.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No, now you're going the opposite way. You've twisted the thing that they're paying less. They're paying less. This is a different situation that we're talking about anyway.
I think we should talk about the better team here, and that's Aston Villa making Champions League.
Are you saying I'm not going to say Aston Villa is a better team than us? They are.
I don't know. I just wanted to hear it.
They are better than us.
How low? Like, look, listen. Don't get me wrong. Aston Villa has had a good season, but how are you gonna get? I'm not gonna.
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna
God,
use
what's
some profanity here. But how are you gonna lose 6-2 on aggregate to Olympiacos
That's crazy.
and then call yourself a top 4 Prem team?
Because bro, Olympiacos is not bad.
Oh, Olympiacos is not bad.
They aren't bad, bro. They have some decent players.
They definitely do, but
They're
you're the Prem,
pretty
the best league in the world.
Yeah, oh yeah, I agree. But
Whatever fueled my Prem hate today, and now I'm just ready to rip someone. Bro, 6-2 on aggregate to Olympiacos is that's a failure.
I agree. But playing on Thursdays and then the weekend is a tough schedule.
It was for Atalanta too, and then Atalanta decided to 3-0
Atalanta are
Liverpool.
also like 6th in Serie A or whatever.
Yeah, but
And they're still balling out, though.
yeah, they're also in
That's their
multiple
level.
competitions.
That's their level. Aston Villa has exceeded expectations.
Okay, we'll see. We're gonna see in CL. I think next year they're gonna pull like a Newcastle. I think next year they're gonna get absolutely pumped in CL, and then they're gonna end up like 8th in the Premier League.
They need some reinforcements, but yeah, it's gonna be a Newcastle again.
It's gonna be a Newcastle pumping.
I don't know
But
about pumping.
if they don't get the group of death, then they can maybe sneak in 2nd place in the group or 3rd place in the. Oh well, they're not starting in group format next year.
Do
It's
they
league
keep
format?
That's true. Do they keep their manager?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I would keep the manager even if they get pumped next year in CL.
Agreed. Because Emery has something going on.
I heard some Milan rumors. Unai Emery, Milan rumors.
You can't afford them.
Bro, affording is different. Like,
Yeah, that's
you-
Barbara,
no,
you
you're
need to
Milan.
understand. Managers are not expensive like that.
Well, some of
Crystal
them are, but-
Palace just asked Bayern Munich for 100 million for their manager.
But that's because he just joined them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
Unai
would
Emery just joined a year ago, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's just not feasible because he just joined them.
Yeah, but he would. If you went to Aston Villa and said, "We want your manager," they would say, "Okay, cool, give us 50 mil, 40
Of course
mil."
they will. And we would say
So
that's
it's not
crazy.
affordable.
But that's worth it when they sell
Well,
Theo
it's not
Hernandez
affordable
this
because
summer.
it's
When they sell Leao and Theo Hernandez this
Yeah.
summer, they're gonna have some
Won't
cash
happen,
to
brothers.
spend.
Yeah, but whatever. Milan so irrelevant right now. It's okay.
it won't happen.
Manchester United are 8th, and we still spoke about Manchester United in this pod before Milan. But whatever, that's just a whole another.
What does that get?
conversation.
It's just not on
Man
the
United
agenda today.
relevant, Milan
See,
irrelevant.
this is why I enjoy when Manchester, and I feel zero
Yeah.
ounce of sadness for Manchester or empathy for Manchester United fans because you guys deserve all the failure you have. You deserve it.
You're the
I
most
mean, after winning,
entertaining team.
after winning for so long,
Bro, you didn't
winning
get to watch
so
any of
many
it.
things.
How does it feel never watching your team succeed?
If anyone knows my history of being a Manchester United fan, okay, we grew up in North America, so it was always hockey, 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 and we grew up in Canada, so it was always hockey. My first football memory, other than the 2006 World Cup, Italy winning it, was Manchester United winning the Prem, the Fergie's last Prem. So I was
that?
like,
What year?
2013. So 2012 or 2013. But then after that, I was like, okay, I'm picking Manchester. Manchester United is my team. So I was a bit of a glory hunter at the start. And then,
I've said this.
And then my love turned into depression for a decade because as soon as they became shit, I became a fan.
So basically, you got sentenced to years of watching depression because you decided to choose a
I turned on my
bandwagon.
TV one day after school and it happened to be Manchester United.
No, I'm saying because you chose to follow the team that just won the title, you got
Scammer
cursed.
gets scammed,
You
bro.
got cursed to
I
depression.
guess, bro. That's what happens, bro. But
Scammer gets
I would never change it for a second. So, and I'm a Madridista, so I do get a bit of winning on my side.
Brother. You're not in good hands. Let me tell you that.
Anyway, I'm so tired of talking about the Premier League. I might
No,
actually take off the shirt.
wait. One more thing.
No more things.
Can Aston Villa repeat this next year in the Prem?
I mean, you said it.
I don't think
You
they're
said
going
it.
to.
You said
Yes.
it. They get
But I
pumped.
just want your opinion.
They
So
get-
we got
by
it
repeating
on
this?
camera.
By repeating this, what do you mean? Top 4?
Yeah. Can they make top 4 next year?
No.
No?
No,
Does it depend on their summer market? Does it depend who they buy in the summer
I
market?
don't think so.
You're telling me if they don't come out of summer market, bro, they were not even they were in Conference League and they were able to pull out Musa Diaby and Pau Torres and stuff. Like that's a good summer market.
Those are good summer. Those are good summer.
Imagine
signings.
now with CL, their books are going to open up. You can
but
spend a lot more.
Other teams too, though.
Even just getting Emery as a manager, I find that's crazy.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna see one signing from Aston Villa that's similar to the Tonali that'd be like, wow, how did they pull that out?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Right now, as of right now, without seeing the summer market, I don't see them making top 4 next year or doing well in CL. But
There's a lot of
we're gonna have
comp.
to wait and see. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. And
It's
see.
not just that they have CL money. Like in Serie A, that works because a league like that, like once you get Serie A money, no other team gets
Yeah.
close to that amount of
Yeah.
money. But since you guys have equal payout for your TV rights, like teams like Newcastle can bounce back next season. Spurs will be better.
That's why you'll
Bro,
always
Man
get...
U, Chelsea,
Yeah,
they're
you'll
gonna
always-
also be there.
You'll always get like this random team that makes top 4 for Prem at least.
Yeah.
I see Leao going to Aston Villa.
What, bro, what are you
What?
talking about?
No, that's blasphemous, bro. Why? Okay. I'm all for some Milan slander, but that's just crazy,
You
bro.
guys need
Imagine
to
Leao
respect.
living in Birmingham.
That's where Aston Villa
That's where Aston Villa.
Yeah,
I did
you
not
guys
know
didn't
that.
know that?
No, I didn't know it was Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham. Aston Villa, Birmingham's like one of the biggest rivalries in all of the UK.
Birmingham City better.
Birmingham City
Joe
just
Bellingham.
got relegated, but whatever. Yeah,
Birmingham better.
they got relegated to the 3rd division now.
Yeah,
I'll make sure to watch them.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
You know what we did watch? Mbappe's last game.
We did do that.
Yeah, Mbappe's last game.
You ain't Kobe, bro. You ain't Kobe. You ain't getting no farewell tour.
The fact that they did not give this brother a farewell tour.
They also lost.
Yeah, okay. Forget the losing part.
Against
That
Toulouse.
didn't really matter. They already had the title secured. How do you not give Mbappe a farewell tour?
But is it because they're planning for it or what happened?
They planned for it, and then the guy, I don't know, Nasser Al Khalifi. This is what was reported in the papers. Don't take this as slander on your name. The guy turned into a hissy fit after Mbappe just did not mention his name in the farewell video. I mean, how much of a baby do you need to be, if true? How much of a baby do you need to be to do that?
For those who don't know, by the way, that's the PSG president.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
I believe it too.
Well, you do have to owe a lot of Mbappe's success at PSG to
Him.
him.
Why? Why? Because he just decided, oh, Mbappe is the best, so I'm gonna sell everyone else and just build around Mbappe. If Mbappe after Monaco left for another team, he would still been as good.
True, but clearly because he's leaving on a free. Clearly, the team's plan was always to keep him. Because most teams plan like nowadays. I feel like superstars get that plan out. Like if you have a guy like Leao on your team, and I mean it's all relative, but if for Milan, Leao is the superstar. They're planning, okay, like we already know that he's going to re-sign for 6 years, and then at least we'll get some money out of him. The plan, they just thought that Mbappe was going to stay forever.
But indirectly, PSG do get money out of him
How so?
because realistically, the owner doesn't really care about money, so he doesn't really care about 200 mil coming in.
Yeah,
Well-
but that's financial fair play though.
Yeah, but now because Mbappe's salary is off the books, that's 200 mil PSG can spend this summer just off of Mbappe coming
It's
off
true
the books.
though, because these guys' salaries are so
Yeah.
high, it actually plays into FFP and
so
not even for sale.
Luis Enrique said we're going to try buying one player in each position this summer
That's crazy.
Wow.
because
Only
of that
PSG could do
Mbappe
that.
money came off the books, which is just
Bro, you can
insane
give
to me.
20 people 10 mil.
I think you're setting yourself up for failure if you bring in. It's going to be like Chelsea. You're bringing
Yeah.
in 11 new players. You're gonna set yourself up.
But they did it last year, so it kind of worked.
And Luis Enrique is not a first timer to having completely new teams. Like, well, look at Spain. He got dropped with the most variety of players in that Spanish team and put it together and gave the next manager for Spain like a pretty decent squad.
Did you guys see Speed saying, "I promise you, Real Madrid, he's not going to Real Madrid"? Mbappe.
Yeah. There's no other place where he would go.
Speed said he's going to Arsenal.
Speed said a lot of things in his life.
He did.
Yeah, but Speed seems set, and he's never done this, so I don't understand. By the way, we're not even like the biggest Speed fans. We love Speed, we love his content, but it's not like we're pocket watching him all the time. But it's just this what comes up on my Twitter page. He said Arsenal. He said Kylian Mbappe is going to Arsenal and just watch. He said.
Brother.
Bro, don't even. I didn't even entertain the tweets.
Yeah.
I didn't entertain them because I can't have my heart thinking that he's coming to Arsenal.
Honestly, I still think that Mbappe is
Both
still
out of
a
the
better
card.
news source than like
That's Speed.
Mbappe. Speed is still a better news source than like 50% of the articles we see.
But from what? What makes Speed a better news source?
I don't know. He maybe has more links to Mbappe than these journalists who write these stories.
Yeah, but he's also an entertainer. I'm sure he's doing it for the
Yeah,
clicks
but why would he
sometimes.
say Arsenal?
Yeah.
Like, why would he say something so informed?
We have to go investigate and
Yeah.
see who Speed knows.
And he's a Ronaldo fan,
But-
so it means he's a Real,
He
low-key
was
a
wearing a
Rene.
Man United kit while he was saying it too.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
We need to investigate this.
but besides Arsenal, which I don't think is even a possibility, who would Mbappe go for? That's not Real Madrid.
Because Haaland's at Man City, that one's crossed off the table. I don't think anyone. I was always saying Manchester United, but if you're not playing in CL, you can't get Mbappe.
No, you can't.
Juve.
There's actually
Yeah, Juve.
Milan.
I think he'd actually bankrupt your club if he went.
Bro, we
Like
had
Ronaldo
Cristiano
did.
Ronaldo, so...
Yeah, and he almost bankrupted your club.
No,
So,
that was COVID.
yeah,
There's actually no team.
there's no team.
He go to PSG, no?
Yeah,
He'd stay.
join Marseille.
Oh my god.
Like, imagine.
Bro, I think that's the way you see a city blow up. That's how you develop
The
a
nuclear bomb.
self-implosion of a city.
Oh my god.
Did Mbappe fulfill his legacy at PSG or no? I wouldn't necessarily say no, but
This is a big topic.
yeah,
This is a very big question.
yeah,
Are we
Almost
talking
the whole
about like?
TikTok of a
Yeah.
question.
yeah.
We might have to. But are we talking about like of the sport or of the league? Because
What are you saying?
Because of the league, he's obviously a PSG legend.
He's the best Ligue 1 player of all time, in my
That
personal
too?
opinion.
But of the sport, if he were to end his career right now, is this guy an icon of the sport?
Best Ligue 1 player of all time.
He's the best Ligue 1 player of all time.
I think so.
It's almost like he played with two players better than him last season at PSG.
I wouldn't say they leave with a better. He left with a better Ligue 1 legacy than both of them.
Oh, okay. Strictly Ligue 1 legacy, yeah.
Yeah.
But also we're extremely uninformed with Ligue 1 legacies.
No, like he's better than Ronaldinho at PSG. Like he's better. He's better than all these people who came through Paris.
I'd actually, if anyone is a Ligue 1 expert or you consider yourself a Ligue 1 expert, let us know. Like, I wanna hear some of the biggest names that you think are Ligue 1 legends.
Pape.
Pape?
Zlatan is up there.
No.
What are you talking about?
Schiaff, bro.
10 years?
Neymar has a bigger
Neymar-
Ligue 1 legacy than Zlatan.
That's not
Yeah.
crazy to say.
Not crazy to say.
But if Mbappe were to finish his career right now,
Cavani has a bigger Ligue 1 legacy than Zlatan, arguably also.
Stats wise, I think so.
Yeah.
I think Cavani left Ligue 1 with better stats than Zlatan.
Ibra was the top scorer every year.
Okay, now take your Ibra blinders off and actually like.
Bro, take your Cavani blinders off.
I'm not even a big Cavani fan. I like Cavani. He's not like my top players of all time.
He's the archer.
Yeah.
Drippy
But
celebration.
but honestly, it all depends on. It all depends how he gets his CL. If he gets his CL.
What's
Like-
over though? He doesn't
Yeah, I
he
know.
doesn't get a
I
CL.
know, but I don't think him not getting it at PSG will be a big like red flag on his CV.
it's definitely a question mark.
I don't think it will be if he goes into the next team he goes to and is a leader for that next CL run.
If it's Real, we can never say it was Mbappe that won the CL.
Exactly.
But if Cristiano, if let's just say Cristiano never won a CL at first at Manchester United and just had his Real Madrid CLs, would that take away from what he did?
I think it would cause a lot more people to question whether it was a team achievement or a personal achievement. But if Mbappe won it this season or won it even versus that Bayern, he literally made it that close. But that would have been Mbappe's CL.
Yeah.
I disagree because I think that was if he won it against. I thought that was more Neymar's CL.
Neymar and Di Maria that game for sure.
This year was the only one where I could actually. This year, maybe last year, would have been the only window, the 2-year window, where I could say that was Mbappe CL.
It's similar, like the idea we're talking about. If you're not like following, because we're kind of talking in like kind of called his CL,
Yeah.
But like let's say Man City win a CL, it's not Nathan Ake's CL.
Yeah,
It's KDB's CL. It's Haaland's CL. Like it's the players that contributed the most to your Champions League run.
I'd argue the City one is Pep CL.
Okay, yes,
that's
but,
not crazy
but
to say,
players
yeah.
we do have to give, like, you know,
Yeah.
if Alisson, if Liverpool would have won the Premier League this season, it would have been like, I don't think so.
Klopp.
Yeah, I would say Klopp.
For those two teams, it's like the manager is more important than every single player on the team.
Maybe back in the day, Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would have still back then I would have said Salah more than Van Dijk.
Oh, you used to
Salah.
cream over Van Dijk. Don't get one season.
Van Dijk, yeah, but that's still not to say it's not his team.
He's a major role player.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mbappe this season would have truly been
Yeah.
his, because
Yeah.
you can't name one other player on the team that's like remotely close to the contribution that Mbappe was giving.
Of course.
But listen, I think Mbappe did let them down a bit. Just not to say too much, but I think he did let them down a bit this season.
I think PSG fans. Look, I don't want to say you should have just been happy that he gave you extra time that he necessarily didn't even need to give you, but the last two, he could have left for Real Madrid years ago.
Let's hold up. The brother is getting paid 100 million.
You're asking like he was doing charity work this time.
Yeah,
he was
that's what I'm saying.
he was given the keys. Like
Yeah.
he was literally given the keys.
Yeah, but you're acting like he wouldn't be given the keys at Real Madrid.
he would not be.
He's given the keys.
If he's
Anywhere he
given the
goes,
keys,
he's
the
given-
club
Barbara, you were
fails.
told at the training facility of Real Madrid, no one is bigger than Real Madrid.
yeah, until Kylian Mbappe shows up and he's
No.
like,
Brother, did
Okay.
you see what they did to Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Casillas.
okay, that's
Zidane.
But you're telling me in 2016 Ronaldo was not bigger than the club?
No.
If
Maybe as a
Ronaldo walked
person.
in and said, "I want this salary, give it to me," they're giving it to him.
No.
No,
No.
stop, please.
That's
That's
not
not.
happening.
That's not a debate.
Real Madrid was the only entity that was able to humble Cristiano in his entire career. No one else was able to
They
humble
didn't
him.
humble him. But
They
whatever.
did.
That's a whole other. They didn't humble him, bro.
The only reason why Cristiano worked with all those other elite players was the fact that they humbled him.
Yeah.
They made sure he knew that the club was bigger than him.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Brother.
Bro, they're the Cristiano of clubs. They're the Cristiano of
Real
clubs
Madrid?
in a way. Yeah, like they're.
Yeah, I can see that.
So in a sense, like they out muscled them.
I think
Outordered
Mbappe is the only one in world football right now that has that.
Oh, we're not debating that.
I wouldn't give
that-
it to him.
but
At
yeah.
Real.
I also believe that if he went to Real, there might be too many cooks in the kitchen.
True.
But he needs to go there. Like it's not you can't after all this many you need to end up at
has to.
Real. It's not even debatable.
Too many graphic designers have put way too much
Yeah.
time into working
Yeah.
to Photoshop jerseys on.
We've
Gotta
done way
reward
too
them.
many Mbappe to Real Madrid videos
Yeah.
to know he needs to end up at Real Madrid.
I mean, a twist. I would be interested in hearing a twist.
Of what?
Just the storyline. Like I just like in 10 years we look back. I can't believe we thought Mbappe was going to Real,
I can't believe
Yeah.
Mbappe went to Bayern Munich.
and he ended up at Juventus.
It's gonna be one of those like 10 years from now you're gonna see a tweet. Did you know Mbappe almost ended up at Real Madrid?
No, that we're never seeing. 'Cause everyone was well aware of this.
Yeah. Like the Zlatan to Arsenal one that you see every year pop
Yeah.
up around the same time.
18-year-old Zlatan
Went on
rejected
trial.
Arsenal.
I do not do trials. I am Zlatan.
I am Zlatan. I am God.
But overall, let's give a stance on it. Let's give a stance on it. Rate it on 10. Mbappe's time at PSG starting 10
I'll start 10.
firms,
I would say like an 8.
8.
You can't give him a 10 because he didn't win the Champions League. And he had the best team. He has Messi, Neymar.
Parisians for 7 years can say they watched. Arguably, he could end up being the best French player of all time. It's not. It's nothing other than a 10 in my personal.
You
mind.
think he surpasses Zidane right now?
I think right now he's not, but he's on his way in my
But
mind.
that's tough.
That's tough. He doesn't have a Ballon d'Or. He doesn't have a CL. He's missing
That's
a lot of.
assuming. Yeah, but he has a good head start. He got the hardest one of them all. He got the World Cup. That's the hardest one to get, in my personal opinion.
Almost at 2.
Yeah, but that would have been even crazy.
And he would have carried the second one. That would have been wild.
And he
And
would've
who's
won
to say he
Ballon d'Or.
won't get a Euro this summer or something like that? Like he could legitimately end up with an insanely stacked international career and an insanely stacked club career.
I agree. The
Yeah.
narrative could change real quick on Mbappe.
Yeah.
But right now, I think it's question marks.
I will agree to say, to make it clear, 8 on 10. I'm with firms. It was very good, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't, he didn't bring them Champions League glory. That was always the goal of Mbappe at the club.
I feel that there was more pressure on Neymar to do that than Mbappe. I never really felt that. I felt it more towards the end, like the last 2 years, but after, I've never felt the...
But what was the expectation? Because Ligue 1 titles, by the way, someone in the comments said it. Every time, I'm French, and every time you guys say Ligue 1, it makes me want to die or whatever.
But what do they call it? It's Ligue 1, no?
Uber Eats, Ligue 1.
On peut parler français aussi.
Oui,
C'est
nous, on
Ligue
peut
1.
parler français.
On est des
What do you want to say? Ligue 1? Ligue 1?
Le français de Firms
Moi?
et le français de Pala sont pas aussi bien que la mienne, vous savez. La mienne...
Va faire foutre.
You're gonna have to put subtitles over here. Do you know that?
It's true, right?
Duca. I can say Duca. That means I'm very good.
Frérot.
Yeah,
No, that's actually good.
Frérot, les Français d'Émilie.
Okay,
C'est
mec.
pas très bon.
Okay, mec, on parle anglais maintenant. We speak English.
We're going back to English. But we have a couple... Do you guys want to keep talking about Mbappe? Or?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good with Mbappe.
Yeah,
I'll let him.
We have like a couple more little stories we want to run through that happened this week.
Yep.
How is Robin Koch making... And yes, his name is Robin Koch. He played for Leeds.
K-O-C-H.
How is he making the German team over Mats Hummels? I'm Borussia Dortmund hater number one. I'll hate Dortmund for all my life, probably. There is no way Mats Hummels should not have made that team.
There's
I like
literally
it.
no reason.
I
What do you
like
mean you
it.
like it?
I like it.
What?
Times are changing. Start bringing
Brother,
in the young players.
he's winning like man of the match every single game in the CL.
Yeah. Is the guy even young? How old is he?
Robin Koch?
Yeah.
I think he's like 27.
Yeah, he's not that young.
We have a little bit of a bias because we saw Chiellini and Bonucci somehow, just for context, Chiellini was not healthy the entire season leading up to the Euro 2020, which Italy won, with the major help and contribution of Chiellini.
And Bonucci wasn't even good.
And Bonucci wasn't even good.
The last
and
push.
Chiellini couldn't stay healthy for longer than 3 games. So that's a little bit of a bias. But the thing is, center backs can be good into their late years. I don't know. Maybe I'm on the fence about Matt Hummels not being called up, which is a little bit wild.
But even just as a leadership thing, even if you don't want to play him, just having him in the locker room, someone who's played in every single big game possible, I would do it.
Who's going to be playing right now?
Yeah. Well, you have Rudiger.
Rudiger's
You have good
probably that
center
guy.
back options like,
I like Ta.
Schlotterbeck.
I don't know if he made it into our team of the season, but
He didn't.
he had a serious shout.
been
Should be
good.
up there.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of a... There's got to be some personal conflict there.
Yeah, probably.
Because there's
Possible.
literally no reason. Hummels is a great player, and I just don't see a reason why he wouldn't be called up.
It might be because Nagelsmann, like, he went too tactical.
That's
like,
a lot
you know when
tac-
some managers do like too much tactical?
He's like, oh, but this guy doesn't have the exact profile I'm looking for.
Yeah, like he's like, you know, Robin Koch, like he can play right center back in a back 3 if we want to change to a back 3 for the last 5 minutes of the game. Let's say we're 2-1 up and they bring on their target man. Like he might have gone too deep into it, you know?
Nagelsmann looks like he can't sleep over tactics sometimes.
Yeah, but that's
He
why
did that at Bayern.
That's why he seems like a good young manager. But you see, like Pep, you know, like the guy has a social life. Like the brother, like the
Definitely
brother's
goes
going out to drink wine and stuff. Like you know that brother's balling.
Ancelotti too.
Yeah,
He goes biking. We all know that.
yeah.
He gets chased.
Well, you see that video?
Pep getting chased on his bicycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that in Manchester?
Yeah.
He was just biking around Manchester and he's
Thought he was
getting
about to
chased.
get mugged.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't. If you're Pep Guardiola, you cannot bike around Manchester.
That's crazy. At night. Too.
Put a toupee on, like put a hat on or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't show your bald head to everyone.
yeah.
You're gonna get recognized.
Yeah.
If I'm ever in Manchester and I see a bald guy riding a bicycle,
You know it's Pep.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Pep.
Bologna making CL this week.
For those who don't know, which a lot of people might not know, because like I didn't know Lille was having one of their best seasons in a long time.
What's the equivalent in Prem? Would you say of Bologna making CL?
It's like Brighton making CL.
No.
No,
What, you're saying less or...
Actually, Brighton.
worse than Brighton, bro.
Bologna's not worse than Brighton.
Bologna's where would you say? I would say they're like between 9th and 12th every season.
Wolves. It's like Wolves making CL.
Better than Wolves.
Wolves have always been 9 to 12.
Like
Not recently.
Well, they fell off actually one season. That's
I
fair.
would say it's
But-
more like
No, Brighton. Brighton is a decent shout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brighton's
I'd say
decent.
Brighton.
Bologna's always been 6 to 11. Like 11 being worst, 6 best. It's wild.
Yeah.
All that to say, it's wild.
All times.
You have Thiago Motta, which did we really before his tenure at Bologna? Did any of us really think that Thiago Motta was going to revive his managing career?
What I remember is the memes of him saying we need to play a what was it, a 2-8
2-7-2.
272, right?
Yeah.
And people were like, this guy will fail.
because no one actually watched the video and
Yeah.
actually like tried to
memed him.
understand what he was saying. But
Firms, while you were away, we spoke about that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
we
Yeah.
actually did.
Oh,
yeah,
my bad, guys.
No, not on the podcast.
Yeah,
like
okay.
just amongst
talking.
us.
But honestly, I think next year they're maybe not CL, but they're gonna be able to keep it up because
You
I don't know-
think so?
I don't know if you've seen the links of who they're trying to replace Motta with, because Motta's obviously gonna leave. They're linked to Sarri, which I think is actually a good fit.
Yeah.
And then
Pioli.
you guys are on Italian Twitter, so you might have seen their sporting director is actually a really underrated
Yeah.
guy. No one knows who this guy is, but I don't even know his name to be honest. But this brother brought Chievo Verona to CL qualifying matches
Back in the day.
and got Atalanta to a CL quarterfinal and did well in the league with them. And now he's doing this at Bologna. Like, it's not a coincidence.
No.
And
Everything's
so it's
lining up.
good. It's good that they have that sporting director. But when you're going to lose Thiago Motta this summer to Juventus, it's close to being confirmed.
You need a plan.
You're probably going to lose Xerxes. You kind of just lost the main building blocks of your squad.
But then when you look at the squad, Bologna doesn't have a great team. Like
They don't.
Individually, the players are really nobodies. But
Low-key
they're
Inter.
decent- Yeah, I know. But like Salamakers, like come on. He's
Yeah,
like-
that's a Milan reject. Like
know what I mean?
Absolute
but-
reject.
Salamakers is a decent player.
I understand.
He's not like
Well, he's one of
not like
he's one of
pure
Bologna's
garbage.
best
Yeah.
players this season.
No.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
Not one of
definitely is.
Bologna's best players.
This
He's their
season-
starting left.
Xerxes, Ferguson, Calafiori, Lusumi.
The building blocks are very
yeah.
good. Lukumi.
Lusumi, whatever.
I don't know how to say it.
He's Colombian.
Yeah.
But those are better players than I would argue Salamakers and more important players.
I'd say this season Salamakers was very important.
Very good, but he's that's why you guys selling him for Chukwueze, like for me it wasn't that big of an upgrade.
Bro, first of all, we sold him for Pulisic, and Pulisic already tripled his digits.
Okay, but Pulisic
Stop
there
hating
needs to
on-
be Serie A conversation because how is Pulisic already past Chiesa's top goal and assist total in Serie A?
Because maybe he's not a bad player, as Chelsea fans thought.
No, because he's mid, but,
he's mid,
for
but-
Serie A he's good.
Or he wasn't given the keys at Chelsea.
Yeah.
But
Or
anyways,
he's
we're not
just-
talking about Pulisic right now because he's a good player.
Yeah, okay.
And
whatever.
Chukwueze
That's
is even
your
better
opinion.
than
Anyway,
Salamakers.
Calafiori is coming to Juventus, or he's going somewhere. Just to say, he's going somewhere. I
That
think.
guy is insane.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, this guy's a left
center back.
left-footed
Center back.
center back.
Left-footed center back, extremely physical,
Yeah.
good on the ball. Like he's like an all-inclusive center back. I don't know how high his ceiling could be, but
And Jose Mourinho sold this guy to play Matias Vigna.
cannot believe it, bro.
Jose Mourinho,
It wasn't Vigna though.
yeah, it was.
Kumbula.
Matias Oliveira. Oh no,
Kumbula.
Are you
One-
sure?
it was
no,
either
because
Kumbula-
originally Calafiori was a left back,
Yeah,
and then
you
they
might be
loaned him
right.
out to Basel, and then he came back and then got sold to Bologna. But they bought Matias
You might
Vigna
be right,
because,
man.
trust me, Mourinho hate. I know my stuff.
well, Mourinho also signed Dean Hulsen, so he has good defender IQ.
Well, we'll
a
see. The jury's still out on him.
Yeah,
I like him.
I don't.
Yeah, but he hasn't really gotten that much playtime at Roma since, no?
It's Roma gets paid more the more he plays. That's the contract. So
But I'm pretty sure since De Rossi came in, he hasn't really been used.
no.
Not much.
Well, at the beginning he was, but no, not anymore. De Rossi's been no nonsense, but it's been working for
Yeah.
Roma.
We'll see. It's kind of like Ole at Man U. We'll see how long it lasts. Honestly, Serie A is a really underrated league. I gotta admit.
Oh.
No, I've always, in terms of entertainment, but you guys can't chat to us. But
This
in terms
year,
of
this year
entertainment-
we've come a long way. You got even Fiorentina in the final,
Yeah.
Europa Conference League. You got Atalanta in the Europa League final. There's a lot of things happening in Serie A.
Yeah.
One to watch, definitely.
We just gotta fix our top end. Like we gotta fix our top teams because
Yeah.
our upper mid table is looking pretty good. But
Well, look, Juve, Milan, they need a fix with the coaches.
I think Juve will have it under control by the start of next season. But I've also said that at the start of the last 3 seasons. So
But it's been Allegri, so
our ultras don't think so. But our ultras want Allegri more than anything in the world. I don't know why they defend him so much.
I'm not sure.
They have a completely different opinion in Italy, according to Twitter. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I guess we move on to our last segment where we're reviewing some comments from the fans, from you guys on the. So if you just comment down below on this video, we'll probably be there in the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make sure to comment something.
Yeah, but we want something insightful.
Yeah,
we want
yeah.
something that we haven't really thought about yet.
Yeah. And give us stuff that news we might not have heard about. So like maybe like in your local league or something like that, something happened crazy that you think, oh, would be cool if they discussed. Like maybe we should discuss it.
Yep. So the first one, we were just talking about very extremely insightful information, and now we're on petition for Box2Box to start doing watch-alongs.
Well, we already kind of spoke about it, but that we're gonna try and do a CL final watch along. We'll confirm if we're gonna do it or not.
Yeah.
But we're gonna definitely try because that's one where we actually want to get it going. So, like, we think it could be great leading into the Euros too, potentially.
And it'd be sick for you guys because, like, let's say, I don't know, you're whatever, you have to watch the CL final, but maybe you don't have like a big event you're going to. You watch it with us.
Yeah.
Comment, we'll chat to you guys.
Play a couple games while we're watching the game.
You'll hear his horrible takes.
Yeah,
and,
horrible takes. I'm always right.
No, I think we'll have like a ban. Like, we'll ban takes for
We'll
90
have like
minutes.
a buzzer that says,
Yeah.
Barvar, you're banned from speaking for 2 minutes.
Yeah, just so we really dial into the final. It's gonna be a cool final.
Yeah.
And hopefully Dortmund wins because
No.
we can't be seeing Real Madrid win again. That's all I'm
We
saying.
can. I can't be seeing Dortmund win, that's for sure. So
I need to see the yellow
spare
hair,
me the
bro.
summer of yellow hair.
I need it.
Anyway, next up. Oh, I forgot to say the last guy's username.
Well, pop them up.
Yeah, but still. Jedday.
Jedday.
I don't even know what that.
Jedday
I don't
the
know how to
goat.
pronounce
Jedday.
that. Anyway, next one coming from Adam Barkan 411. I want Yo know what you guys think about Wirtz Ballon d'Or. He'll probably win the treble with Leverkusen, and if he can cup out something in the Euros, he can get it.
Okay, one of my close friends said this. Okay,
Okay,
our
let's
friend,
listen.
our good friend Giacomo, that Wirtz should win Ballon d'Or. This is absolutely insane to say this.
Fair, and this is why I wasn't gonna take this comment until I read the second part. Euros. What if he drops?
Huge.
What if he drops a
He
masterclass?
played in Europa League. You cannot win a Ballon d'Or while playing in Europa League. I'm sorry.
Brother,
But
he's
what if-
undefeated.
I don't care.
Treble winning undefeated team.
You
just
cannot,
writes history.
You cannot win a Ballon d'Or in Europa League.
What if he drops a masterclass in the Euros and
You
Germany wins?
cannot
Yeah, what if
win
Germany wins?
the Ballon d'Or in Europa League. It's a non-negotiable. No negotiations. I'd rather give it to Sané and Musiala
And Messi won it in what?
and Rudiger if Germany win.
What was Messi in?
Are you crazy?
He was in the Champions League. When did they get knocked out of the Champions League?
Who cares when they got knocked out? They were playing in Champions
So
League.
if you lose in the group stages of the Champions League, that doesn't mean you were the.
Wasn't in the group stage.
Yeah, because they weren't in Europa, but still, like, it doesn't mean much. If you get knocked out on the round of 16 versus
You
being in
played
Europa
Champions
League and
League
win.
though. You can't win in Europa
It's-
League. I'm sorry.
It's about being the best player in the world.
He's not. You're not playing in the best
You can
competition.
only
so
play
you
in what's
can't-
in front of you.
Can't. Yeah, but if you're not playing, first of all, he's playing in the Bundesliga, so that's already not the best competition,
Bro,
Europa League, not the best competition.
No consistency, Vavar. That means Mbappe could have never won a Ballon d'Or.
Exactly.
in
No,
his
what I'm
career.
because he's in CL every year.
but Leverkusen will be in CL next year.
Next year. So
okay,
you're eligible for next year's Ballon d'Or. Repeat
But you
this.
gotta play where you're in
So
right
go
now.
undefeated next year, play CL next year, and there's no European competition.
so let me get this
If
straight.
he repeated this, maybe he has a chance.
Let me get this straight. He wins the treble undefeated and wins the Euro with Germany. He is not in contention.
No,
that's-
because Vinicius Jr. or Jude Bellingham all deserve it more.
That's so biased based on who gets more coverage because
Yeah.
Madrid.
No. Because he did not play in CL.
But Wirtz
you're
didn't have the
automatically
opportunity to play.
ineligible. You're automatically ineligible if you don't play in CL.
No, you know why it's ineligible, whatever the word is, I can't say it. It's because he's not in Real Madrid, like Pala said, because Real Madrid gets more cover than these guys.
That's just stupid, in my
Not.
opinion. It's stupid
look
reasoning.
at the top 5 players that
If you
should
don't
win
play in the
Ballon
top
d'Or, they're all
competition,
Real
you shouldn't
Madrid
win the
players.
top award. It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. If you don't play in the top competition, you shouldn't be in line for the top
I
award.
low-key agree with that guy. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if I agree with him, but I agree. Like, if I see him like fifth in Ballon d'Or rankings,
I find
towards the end, like if I see him fifth, that's more than fair.
Anything second and under, I'm okay with.
Okay.
You cannot be first. No negotiation. You're not winning it.
Season's not done, we don't know yet, but I would say 2nd and 5th definitely deserved. No debate.
Anyway, moving on to the last comment. This is from Emolga. He says, "Hi guys, cool podcast. Hope to see more from you. I'm a Roma fan." Firms.
Daje Roma.
Varvar, you were always right about Mu. The guy is washed and is a problem. Whatever team is gonna bring him. Wait, is this your alt account?
No, I swear it's not me, bro.
Whatever team is gonna bring him in is only gonna get worse. In 3 years, I had to watch a team become every year worse. The board continued bringing him players that he threw under the bus. He's not. This is exactly what you always talk
You're doing
about.
tricks on
Because
it, bro.
it's almost like I had this guy at my club.
He's not just washed, he is a damage to the locker room. You're always right. P.S. Get ready to become the Wish version of Royce.
But Mourinho is finished. He was finished. Honestly, I would argue he's been finished since 2016, but whatever. We'll let that slide. The guy, it's small stuff like I just said that he tells the board I don't have good players. I need Matias Vigna. When you have Riccardo Calafiori, who's arguably going to be a starter for Italy, it's looking like for the next decade, and you don't use him.
Even people like Rui Patricio.
Yeah.
Villar has been insane for Roma.
Yeah.
And someone like Rui Patricio is getting paid to not do anything at that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I defended Mourinho until De Rossi came in. Because that was a direct comparison with a way less experienced manager coming in with the exact same team. Didn't have a transfer.
Yeah.
Didn't have any transfers and just performing better. Like,
And if you're spending that amount of money on a player like Tammy Abraham, you best not miss. Because if you miss, that's a big setback for clubs like Roma, and Tammy Abraham, miss.
listen, you're beating Mourinho would have never beaten Milan over 2 legs
No.
comfortably. Which
Definitely not.
Which
Every time-
De Rossi did in how many in his?
Yeah,
No,
he's
I'd argue that he might have done.
No, bro.
No,
I'm
no.
telling you, every time we faced Mourinho's Roma, I knew we would win. And we did. I think Roma didn't beat us in a couple of games. And then De Rossi came in and I was actually scared.
Yeah.
Mentality
us.
demon.
Yeah.
Tactically, he's not doing something. He's not doing anything crazy tactically. He's just
it's
letting
nice
them play.
football.
Yeah, he's letting them play.
Yeah, let them ball.
Well, when you have guys like Dybala,
You gotta let them ball.
Lukaku, let them ball.
The idea of Mourinho is way better than what Mourinho actually
Yeah.
is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the aura. That's all
Yes,
it is.
but it does suck to see. Like, you're a hater, so like whatever.
No,
you're
no.
happy to see it.
When he came to United, I was excited. But then you actually see over time what he actually is, and it's not what you signed up for.
Would you say that Mourinho is the people's manager, like the people's
No.
manager of all time?
What do you mean the people's?
Like he's the one that's as a manager has had the most impact on the game. Like
No,
when
Pep and Johan Cruyff.
no effect on the fan,
The
like
people.
not tactical, like people. Like he is the people's manager.
Oh,
Jose Mourinho
yeah.
is the people's manager.
Yeah.
I think he takes that #1 spot.
He's up there.
Forget tactics. Mourinho is an icon, like the biggest iconic.
sure.
I would argue Pep still has that title also because we still have yet to see if, like, let's say Pep had a bad season. We've yet to see that. But let's say Pep had a bad season. Like, I still think people would give him the benefit of the doubt. And, like, if he had a decade year of bad seasons, we'd still give him benefit of the doubt. It's Pep Guardiola. Like, he's bigger than
True.
manager position, you know?
But just in general, when I see a video of Mourinho talking at a press conference like that I've never seen before, I am watching it
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, he-
100%. And I just want to throw in this one little manager note because we're Canadian. Jesse Marsch signing for Canada. What
Yeah.
a signing, by the
And
way.
we low-key stole him from US.
Yeah, yeah.
And the US fans were low-key pissed.
We have the best manager in North America, which is like, I would say the first time we could actually say that.
Managed CF Montreal, by the way.
Managed CF Montreal,
did? Yeah, he
managed
did.
Leipzig, managed Leeds, managed Salzburg
Well, he moved from, for those who know, he moved from CF Montreal to
New York.
To New York Red Bulls.
to
Same
Salzburg,
system, moved to Red Bull Salzburg.
Leipzig.
Did well there, Leipzig.
Yeah.
And then,
I remember him at Leeds. He was a good manager there.
Yeah.
He really got them playing, but I'm excited.
Look, he
It's
wasn't
pretty cool.
perfect, but it's a cool young manager that we have a really athletic side that kind of is like a Red Bull side, that a young athletic
Yeah.
team that I think are going to fit his tactics
Ideologies.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And we have a Copa America coming up, but that's going to be very like short term. So I don't really expect us to do the best at Copa America, but at the World Cup, getting his like team in shape, that's gonna be fun to watch. And watching Alphonso
Finally.
Davies for him,
we finally have a good manager.
yeah.
'Cause
Well,
the
John
last-
Herdman was not terrible.
John Herdman
He wasn't horrible.
sucked.
He
No,
was
he wasn't
not
horrible.
terrible, bro.
Bro, he was just so good at managing the team, like people's wise, but tactically it was so bad, especially towards the end.
He was like an Ole.
I
But
don't know how we ever succeeded, to be honest.
yeah, but he gave us our best moment. He gave us some good memories, bro.
Amazing memories.
Especially at the World Cup.
You remember? Do you remember the match qualifier against like Panama or
Yeah,
something like
I
that
do.
when we all got together to watch it and
Yeah.
we made our first World Cup? Like that was
was
like
nuts.
a legendary
That was actually
moment.
When they jumped in the snowbanks.
Yeah, exactly.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Do you think Jesse Marsch is the best coach Canada could have gotten?
Yeah.
Well, we supposedly were
Ancelotti?
messaging like, well, Ancelotti actually said he would manage Canada,
Yeah.
but whatever. That
of his
will
wife?
never happen.
I think his
yeah.
wife is
His
Canadian.
wife's from Calgary, I think.
That's
or
pretty
something like that.
nuts.
It's crazy. But
He has a wife.
I'll-
no, I knew he had a wife, but
I'll go pick him up, bro.
we were linked to like Jose Mourinho, but he rejected us, and
He has ties to He has ties to Canada, I think, somehow.
I'm not
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I wanted to see.
That's crazy if he does. That's a crazy poll, but I doubt it.
We're such a big country.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone look, he got
Yeah.
ties to Canada somehow, somewhere. Everybody talked to in Europe. Oh yeah, my cousin.
Yeah.
It's always in Toronto.
Yeah.
We're from Montreal. We don't go to Toronto.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we went over a good amount of topics today.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
I couldn't even tell you how long this thing is.
Yeah.
Very
Let's give a guess actually, because people will see it. We won't
An
know.
hour 15.
Oh yeah.
No, more.
I'm
An
gonna
hour and 40.
Really? What?
No.
Felt long.
I'm gonna say an hour and 22 minutes.
So precise.
I don't know. I'm precise like that sometimes.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was episode 4. And make sure you guys leave comments and subscribe because it's going to be on the second channel. Make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. And leave the comments of what you guys want us to talk about next week.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Peace.